What do you think? What do you think the Knights Templar was going around collecting artifacts? They were collecting all this stuff that was buried, and these guys dug up that were weapons and like technology from this time. You see what I'm saying? And then they killed all people and tried to basically convert the world, for this international law that was passed. You know where all this stuff's at? It's in Mount Rushmore, in a frickin' vault. That's where it's all at. I mean, literally, the shit's in Mount Rushmore. There's a vault right behind the friggin' Mount Rushmore's heads. So the religions are trying to, give off the mumbo jumbo, and when you die, you go to heaven and all this stuff. Look, man, I understand they're kind of right about that because it's quantum science, okay? Energy does not die. It's all based on thermodynamics, okay? Every bit of it's based off thermodynamics, even life and evolution, obviously, okay? You can't get more out than what you put in. That's why nothing evolves into the whale. The whale is the largest animal on Earth. You cannot evolve from an animal that's smaller than the whale into an animal that's bigger. You don't have the cellular stability to do that, okay? The energy is not there. I'm sorry. It completely violates all microbiological physics, okay? And thermodynamics. I'm just saying. The reason why the whale does not get cancer is because it is the progenitor of everything on the earth. And the whale shark, it is the progenitor of everything on earth. These two things give everything life. That's where our double helix comes from. Now you might ask, well, don't they have a double helix? Where'd they get theirs? From their ancestors. I mean, yeah, DNA formed from the planet, literally. I mean, it started with the serpent. That's the significance of the serpent. Everything's got to have a spine if it's going to be anything advanced. It's got to have a spine. The serpent had to evolve first. Duh. I mean, that's why the hagfish is both Y and X. It's hermaphroditic. There's the hermaphrodite and all the stuff, I mean, it's all obvious. I mean, what's it? Okay, it's hermaphroditic, okay? Guess what? It's also an amphibian and a fucking fish. So it's literally going to split into Y and X. There's genders. Boom. It's also going to split into mammal and a fish. Boom. There's two of those. You see what I'm saying? They evolve. It's called evolution. If you know what evolution is, if you actually have it figured out, yes, I do have evolution figured out. Believe it or not. Okay? It's all over my channel. And there's stuff, I'm not going to put everything out there, but I put out enough to let people know, hey, I'm on something, and I really wish people would start paying attention. All right? But I'm just saying, all of it can be simply explained. Simply, Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is the correct one. The easiest solution is most likely the only solution that there really is. And it can all be explained so damn simply. And even with basic human psychology, we can explain this shit. And if everyone knew literally our ancient past, what God actually was, how to use this power, how to create technology based on this power, if everyone was on the same page and we knew, I mean, why do you think, okay, 2 plus 2, 4, okay, right? Everybody knows that. Why don't they say 2 plus 2 equals 6? Well, because it equals 4, okay. Well, why don't they leave that open for anyone to discern it however they want? Because it is what it is, okay? Everybody knows that. Why argue about it? We know that, of course, so why argue about it, okay? Well, if we knew, why would we have to argue? We wouldn't. We wouldn't be arguing anymore. Everybody would be back on the same page. That's what they did with Jesus' death 2,000 years ago. And that's what the Crusades was. They were literally trying to cleanse the world and convert everybody to Christianity. I mean, I'm glad this stuff happened because, I mean, it sucks that all the innocent people died. But it happened. It gave us our ancestors. It made us be able to exist. Okay? I'm only here, my ancestors are here, my family's here, because of the events that took place. Nobody considers that. It's the simplest explanation. Here's another simple explanation that's common freaking sense right in front of your face. All right, you got a tree here. You got a tree. If I cut this damn tree in half, an extinction event, the roots are still alive. The largest families in the oceans, the sharks and the whales, never die. They only change slightly. This event's not going to kill them. It's going to stunt everything else. This lineage is dead. This branch right here, this whole branch is gone. But the roots still live. What's it going to do? It's going to pass the same damn genes, dwarf genes. And depending on the atmosphere, those are going to have larger characteristics. And that's why we got Gigantopithecus and all these large animals back in the past, because of the atmosphere. We've even done tests and found this out. But we don't understand the significance or how it even fits. Well, this is how. If you understand evolution and astrophysical evolution, okay? If you cut the branch off, the roots are still here. That means the sharks and the whales are still going to exist. They've been around for millions of years, okay? The plesiosaur, the mosasaur, Those guys, they were actually whales. Okay, they were mammals. There are some ichthyosaur. They were actually two genders. The ichthyosaur. They separated because they were actually mammal and fish too, just like the eel or the eel or the hagfish. All right, so what happens on this? Okay, well, everything starts to clear. The smoke starts clearing. What's this do? Starts to grow new branches again. Okay, because the guys down here, the whales and the sharks, are still passing their genes back and forth. Because the largest animals in the world, imagine you take a mud puddle, okay, and there's a bunch of tadpoles, thousands of tadpoles in it, okay, and you take a freaking brick, a cinder block, and you cram it into that puddle, okay, you cram it into it. Once the water converges, there's still a couple tadpoles in there. You're not going to get every damn one of them out. You're just not. That's the same thing here. Same thing. Yeah, a lot of stuff might have died in the oceans, but there are still niches that are still safe. The animals aren't stupid. They got instincts, okay? They follow this. I mean, people think that animals are so dumb, but there's shit that they know that humans don't even know. Maybe not consciously, but we don't even follow our instincts. If we did, we would have a lot less mistakes in our lives. Okay? I'm just saying. It's that easy. Okay? It's that easy. This is the fish lineage right here. This is the mammal lineage. They're going to pass genes back and forth, and there are going to be beings that are ichthyosapien, and then there are beings that are mammosapien. Mammo means breast. That's in the esoteric stuff. This DNA chain is in the esoteric. All the sixes are in the esoteric. That's all I've found. That's how I've compiled this by using the sixes. Hell, even the freaking guide stones are all sixes. If you do all the numbers on the guide stones, you can reduce every bit of it to sixes. There's even 6 damn pillars. Hell, 18.6 is the lunar years. I mean, and 18 is 666. I mean, come on. It's all right in our damn faces, man. Nobody's looking. Well, I'm looking. Some people are looking, but those people are supposed to be crackpots. Well, apparently I'm a crackpot, but I figured out evolution. I figured out cold fusion. I figured out what the pyramids did, and I figured out what came before the Big Bang. So apparently I'm not too damn crazy. Maybe I'm just going to throw this out here. Maybe I'm just that motherfucker, man. Maybe I'm just that guy. I mean, that's what I'm starting to think with it. Because, I mean, seriously, who else can figure all this shit out besides probably one specifically weird person, you know? I mean, just one, that just sees the shit for what it is, man, and not have all this bias opinion and all this shit about it, you know? Puts it all together, sees a complete picture like Sue Storm in the freaking Fantastic Four, puts all the stuff together, and then just a picture just appears. It's that easy, if you know what you're looking for. I'm telling you, man, I figured something out, and I think I could help people if they really want to know.